let's get it. You guys already know we're doing the SCP reaction. Don't worry. Tomorrow is not gonna be an SCP reaction, I think. I couldn't find a way. So we're gonna be watching tomorrow one of CJ the Champs. I don't know if you know those. Stefan, stop stuttering. I don't know if you guys know that video or like say that YouTuber and all that. Fire. The thing is, every video he does is cursing. So I'm just gonna have a warning for anyone that doesn't like, curse words and all that. We're gonna see. But today we're actually reacting to SCP Explained. So animation, what's the biggest SCP? I actually want to see this. I saw the drop that pretty much, yesterday. I give it like a day for me to react to it. I want to see, the biggest SCPs and everything out there. I know SCP, I forgot what SCP it was. There's like, I know the planet SCP. There's like a whole planet, where one to kill us. That SCP I know is gonna be here. Maybe, I'm not sure. Let's just get started. I'm holding you guys way too long.
The bigger, the better.
Open video dropping today too. Hopefully.
It's a phrase you will not hear from a researcher at the SCP Foundation.
Okay.
Larger anomalies can be a nightmare to secure, contain, and protect. And if you're new around here, that's kind of the Foundation's whole thing.
Okay.
But how broad is the spectrum of anomalous size? What deadly things come in small packages? And what anomalous threats could lay waste to the world in a footstep?
That's the planet? Well, am I right? The planet I was thinking about? Man, fat brain, big brain. I know it's probably not gonna be the planet, but I'm just hyping myself up, man. Also, let me know if you guys want to see me in the gym, like gym videos. I love going to the gym. I'm about to start going to the gym again, like in a month or in a couple of weeks. I took a tiny break, Corona. Let's keep it going though.
These are exactly the ideas we're exploring today with our big question. What's the biggest SCP? Alright, let's now set a few ground rules before we jump headlong into the action. No entirely anomalous planets or alternate dimensions. This may seem like we're excluding anomalies like SCP-2935-0 Death, the alternate dimension where death itself has overtaken everything, or SCP-4774, a theoretical anomalous gas giant that's 2 to 4 times the diameter of Earth.
Guys, so it's not is it the planet I'm talking about though?
But it's a little unfair to some of the other hardworking big SCPs by skewing the results with whole universes or literal celestial bodies. We're also excluding shapeshifters and reality who could theoretically be any size they like.
So they're only picking like stuff that's already supposed to be that size. I don't know if I heard it right. Also excluding anything like planet, thing like only like beings. I don't know. We're gonna see.
If you have a problem with that, we kindly invite you to take it up with the director of our complaint department, SCP-106.
Man, I'll take it, mama. Okay, let me stop.
He's horrifying. I highly suggest you don't do that. Now then, for those who haven't now been dragged into a pocket dimension to endure centuries of unspeakable horrors, we'll start with the pipsqueaks and work our way up to the "Oh Lord, he coming" stage of anomalous size.
What was that? Let me check if this good. Everything's good. I'm just checking if they was still recording.
Study that
you guys want to know? Imagine like me recording a whole video like this and boom, no audio. I didn't click record. I see like it's messed up in the OBS. Come on, son. You don't want none of that.
Undeniably, SCP-008. A terrifying prion with incredible infectivity rates that effectively turns its victims into Walking Dead style zombies,
okay.
With the only known cure being SCP-500.
The pill? The pill?
100. Prions are
500? I don't know that one.
At only around 253 amino acids in length. They can only be seen via an electron microscope, and they make viruses look beefy by comparison. That doesn't mean if you get infected, it won't seriously mess up your day, to put it extremely, extremely lightly. So, what's next? We've got something like SCP-165, also known as the Creeping Hungry Sands of Tuel. We know what you're thinking. Seriously, we have the technology for that? And we also know you're thinking, hey, that's a lot of sand. What do you mean that's only one step above a virus?
You guys see the ad. You guys already know. If it's not my ad, I'm not gonna pay at least a single penny on these ads. I'm not gonna show the ad with volume. We're gonna skip it. But remember, guys, you get one my ad there, please watch the whole thing. Thank you for supporting me. Even though right now you should be getting no ads. I'm doing this for free for right now. For now. Soon there's gonna be ads. Alright. So enjoy.
What do you mean that's only one step above a virus? That's because this Erastus sand is actually made up of tiny parasitic mites.
Hell no.
750 micrometers in length.
Hell no. All that thing is hell nah, boy.
Again, don't let their tiny size fool you. They can knock you out and eat you to the bone in minutes. But
hell no.
At least they'll leave bones. Unlike the nightmarish flying ant creatures coming out of SCP-743, the Chocolate Fountain. This fountain, which is perfect for weddings, corporate retreats, and birthday parties for your worst enemies, has the most delicious chocolate you've ever tasted.
Does it eat you out? Does it like dissolve you?
Problem is, if you ever ingest it, millions of these nightmarish ant-like monsters will
That's not even chocolate? Is ants?
Swarm in soon after and
devour
you and everyone.
Yeah, hell nah.
Horrifying.
Hell
the body
nah.
horror earwigs of SCP-439 are in the same weight class as monsters with the size and general appearance of pre-existing non-anomalous insects. Except you don't need to have a phobia of them for these little suckers to make your worst nightmares come true. But you know who loves bugs? Birds. Birds such as the common corncrake, like SCP-2337, also known as Dr. Spanko. Though Dr. Spanko prefers bugs of the gummy variety. He can also literally talk you to death with a voice so loud and booming it'll destroy your very cells if you're
Okay, that's why. I'm like, why is that SCP? Why is a bird here? If you don't make KFC out of that bird, no, I'm like, what?
Long. It also sounds like me. But his body isn't too long, at a manageable 27 to 30 centimeters. He's a similar size to other fun little critters like SCP-131, the iPods, and less fun.
Oh, I know those. They don't do nothing though, if I remember.
Little critters like SCP-689, the
I
Haunter in the Dark.
I don't know about that
The
one.
weight and height class above this is one that a huge number of SCPs fall into. Roughly human or a little above or below. The Old Man, Cain, Abel, God, the Sculpture, the Plague Doctor, the Tickle Monster, the Swamp Woman, and...
But the Tickle Monster that big? I thought it was small, the Tickle Monster.
And Bigfoot. And just above that, we've got a number of the SCP heavy hitters. SCP-096, SCP-682, Ferdinand the Cannibal, Cthulhu, SCP-5031, Major Alexei Belatrov, and the list goes on. But honestly, these are all still small potatoes. We're playing with the big boys.
Okay.
Literally. What follows are some of the biggest SCPs our in-house Foundation scientists could find. From "Dear God, that's huge!" to so big that your mind might boil in your head like an egg just trying to comprehend it. What are we waiting for? Let's make like Gaston and get large. First, we head to SCP-1730.
The factory, the site.
Nightmarish interdimensional Site-13.
Why is that thing?
No, we're not going to cop out and hit you with a building. We're talking more about one of its scariest occupants. The Giant Bloodbath.
Okay, I was about to say, like, really? We're gonna use a site?
Known as Leech Boy. Once an anomalous child named Elijah, the abomination is now a 200-meter-long brood mode with a hive mind controlling swarms of deadly anomalous leeches. Even in a building literally full of terrifying anomalous monsters, Leech Boy was able to dominate with his size and power. Until, of course, he ran into the next entry on the list. SCP-001,
there you go.
the Gate.
I already know this SCP gonna be there. This SCP-001. This one, the Gate Guardian right here. I know he's gonna be there. Who's this sword that's like hot as the sun?
Guardian.
I already know.
This cosmic celestial flame warrior stands at 700 cubits tall, which equates to an incredible 320 meters, over half the height of the Empire State Building. If his hotter than the sun greatsword doesn't get you, he can always just step on you, and believe us, there will be literally nothing left after he does so.
So he like disintegrate too if you like walk near him?
It makes sense after all. You really don't want a pipsqueak guarding the gates to paradise. But what's a servant to the gods to an actual bona fide god? Let's take a look at another SCP-001 that proves to be terrifyingly big.
I know this one too.
Straight from the Ouroboros cycle, SCP-001 Apotheosis, also known as the Broken God. We don't have exact numbers on the size of this giant metal monstrosity, largely due to the fact that it kept getting bigger and bigger as it integrated more matter into its already massive body. The sheer scale of this utter behemoth is best expressed in what it was capable of doing, and what it took to eventually put it down. The monster caused considerable chaos across all of western Mexico, leading to the largest...
They took out, like, not took, but they took, like, most, like, SCPs to take it out, like, the three brothers, that do, like, Reapers and all that and everything. I don't know.
Of amnestics after
I'm probably talking about something else.
Foundation history. In order to eventually beat the thing, they needed to get a hand from a certain other anomaly. But we'll discuss that one a little more later in the video. If you thought a giant metal monstrosity nicknamed the World Eater by some is scary, then you'll be quaking in your boots at the mere thought of our next SCP, SCP-4006. Massachusetts.
Okay.
This incredibly anomalous state is afflicted by a probabilistic anomaly known as the Veil, which is meant to maintain a sense of normalcy, and tricks people into thinking that the state of Massachusetts has ever been occupied by humans. In fact, the location has been entirely devoid of human civilization since the dawn of time. We're all just victims of the anomaly that makes us think.
Really counting that though? Really? A whole state? Come on, man.
Otherwise. Our next contestant isn't wider than the anomalous state of Massachusetts, but he's a hell of a lot taller and way, way more dangerous. It is the apocalyptic monster trapped beyond SCP-23.
The Devourer of Worlds, which I'm still not confused by him, but like most of you can, tell me in the comment section when we reacted to the one video, I forgot what it was, about Devourer of the Worlds coming out and everything. You guys tell me like with lots of information about him, stuff like that. I still want to know more about him. I made the whole video of just watching one of his videos, like just about the Devourer of Worlds. Let me know if you guys want to see it. Like, I still want to know more about this entity.
317, the Devourer of Worlds. This monster is likely destined to perform an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario against us, as it already has in other worlds. It's an utterly monstrous 200 kilometers tall. Think 400 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other and then some.
My boy, big and beefy out here, boy.
It's a being that likely no weapon, humanity, or even the SCP Foundation
we gonna die. It's over.
Will be able to even slow down. If ever he breaks free, we can only hope that death will come quickly. But his size has nothing compared to some of the beasts that lurk below.
Okay.
Take the legendary SCP-3000, the godlike underwater being known to some as Anatashisha. This huge eel-like monster is the leading provider of amnestics for the SCP Foundation.
Yeah, they like got a little bit like those people that went down there. They died though, but they still got like a little bit the thingy went out there, and they're using that to for the I can't say the word, my accent. That thing that he's holding. Oh man.
As long as they can provide it with ample sacrifices in return. It's a being so big and so deep underwater that it's difficult to truly know the creature's length.
Oh, you guys already know, though. You guys already know. I mean, remember, it's not mine. I'm not getting paid a single penny, but it's a LeBron. Fire. I always love LeBron. Nah, let's keep it. All right. LeBron, let me stop. All right, let's continue.
Put it around or even above an incredible 900 kilometers. That's over twice the length of a fellow anomaly, the state of Massachusetts. It is a perfect example of some of the terrifying things waiting underneath. So what if we told you that there was something even longer, even larger than the terrifying Anatashisha, lurking below us as you watch this very video? And furthermore, what if we told you that it was super adorable too? Meet SCP-2952, also known as the Infinite Corgi.
Oh
this
my
male
God,
Pembroke Welsh Corgi measures over 30,000 kilometers in length. That's a hell of a lot of good boy. Where could we possibly keep it all? Well, his head and front legs protrude adorably from the ground in Portland, Oregon. And his 30,000 kilometers of Corgi body place his rear end in a rural area of Japan's Karawa district. His body weaves under the Americas, Europe, and much of Asia, putting the length of Anatashisha to shame. There's a lot more to SCP-2952 than we can really get into here, but if you want a full video on the world's longest good boy, sound off about it in the comments.
Okay.
And now, we're down to the big three. The ones that could drive you mad even trying to comprehend their scale.
Let's see this.
Try to take it all in, if they can even fit into your field of vision. While this next anomaly isn't as long as the Infinite Corgi, its sheer bulk is terrifying on a whole different level. It's SCP-169, also known as the Leviathan. Thankfully...
Hey, come on, man. You don't know about SCP. Come on, the Leviathan. You see, man? Hey,
this incredible beast is lying dormant underneath an archipelago. But like the world's various scary supervolcanoes, the risk of the Leviathan someday rising and causing chaos across the globe with its mere movements is never out of the question.
By him just moving, he creates tsunamis and everything.
Just in terms of sheer raw largeness, SCP-169 is probably the biggest anomaly currently living on Earth. But that doesn't mean we're done just yet. For our next two shining examples of megalophobia-inducing monstrosity, we need to head a little further out.
Also, we all so we all use other things.
To the creature sucking the life out of the giant star that gives us all life, SCP-1682, also known as the Solar Parasite. This monster is described by personnel on the case as a kind of cosmic tapeworm that siphons energy out of stars like our sun. It's over 28,000 kilometers long, and there's a good chance that it means us great harm. Just goes to show, there are no good tapeworms, whether they're wrecking havoc on your intestines or your entire solar system. And now, the Big Daddy to end all Big Daddies.
Let's see.
The biggest SCP that isn't a planet, dimension, or portion of space. SCP-2399.
Okay.
An unimaginably huge weapon of mass destruction known as a malfunctioning destroyer. This alien superweapon, sent to completely destroy the Earth, instead ended up getting stranded on Jupiter and causing a
and that's how this is the broken god or something?
On the surface known as the Great Red Eye, which, by the way, is bigger than
Oh, those robots thing. I think we saw about this SCP and all that. The one planet where it has this robot that is repairing itself and everything. It was like drones and all that.
Of planet Earth.
I think we saw this before.
It's currently being repaired.
Yeah.
If it ever completes its goal, it will likely continue its mission and wipe us all out. To give you an idea of just how much more powerful this mechanized alien nightmare is compared to pretty much everything else on this list, SCP-2399 was instrumental in defeating and eventually destroying SCP-001 Apotheosis, the Broken God. Seeing as it's currently 713 million miles away, it's difficult to tell exactly how big SCP-2399 is. But one thing is for sure, if ever you get close enough to find out, you're as good as dead.
Yeah, we get the robots around there, right?
There you have it, the biggest SCPs out there. Which was your favorite? Let us know down in the comments.
I like this. This is actually a pretty good video.
Be sure to subscribe. It can make a big difference. That was a terrible joke. I'm very sorry. Now go check out SCP.
But this is actually a pretty good video. I like this video. I like this video. That was actually pretty good. That was interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I was like locked inside the video, bro. That was fire. You guys already know. You guys already know what this means. We're in the end of the video. Come on, guys. You guys already know. Hit the like button. Go to 5,000 subscribers. I know we can make it, but we almost went 1,500, so we almost there. Wait, what are you doing? I don't know, but hit the like button too. Supposed to be here more. Turn on the bell with notification. Because we want the early game, which we can be in the comment section first, which brings me into the comment section. Go to make game to play. It does not have to be a Roblox game. You can tell me a video to react to, but please link the video down in the comment section so it'll be easy for me to find. Or you can say hi or how you doing. I will always try to reply back to you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boy Flame.